I will say that the act of hitting live, going live on this third day, technically kind of the second day. The first day was successful. The second day was a mess up. The third day was just a test day. But this time, what's new about this time is I think I have most... Already experienced an issue on one of the platforms, but the one that was giving me a problem last time is working. The one that's been rock solid is showing offline. Oh, now both of the ones that were shown excellent in the test just a few minutes ago is now showing anything but. Let's see why. This is not a good start. Literally instantaneously. Why does this happen to me? Is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What could be the cause of that? I'm gonna have to exit the stream and figure this out, because I wanted to actually stream today and not just go live for 25 freaking seconds. So take 2 coming shortly. Son of a gun. All right, trying to go back live again on YouTube right now. Let's see if I'm going to get lucky today and it will just work. It says excellent, but it said excellent last time. So I'm apprehensive to trust it. But both are saying excellent health still. So now I'm going to move on. I'm going to put them both in this corner so I can continue monitoring them. And maybe, just maybe, I can go live on Twitch and Kick today as well. That is the ultimate goal for today, is doing so. That is my goal, period, is to go live on all these platforms at the same time. If I can do that for the first time today, I'll be a happy camper. And I'll especially be a happy camper if I can start building this darn Lego set. Okay, it's still showing excellent. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit and go live on Kick and Twitch. Come on, show me the money. Show it to me. Should I refresh it? Actually, I gotta go stream manager. I forgot. Okay. Twitch is live. But Twitch has been my workhorse the last 4 days. So I somewhat was expecting Twitch to... And Kick is show... Oh my gosh, I think I got Houston. I got them all the... Oh no. Just when I said that, YouTube is starting to act up again. And I don't see why. It did act up as soon as Kick. Oh, and actually now that I'm looking at it, Twitch is showing me that it's unstable. Yes, it is showing me that it is unstable. And I'm getting that error message again. So maybe, let me go, I'm going to get off of Kick. Because I feel like everything goes wrong as soon as I click Kick. Is that going to fix the rest? I doubt it. Sounds like witchcraft if that works. What's really annoying is that the error doesn't usually they'll have like a reason behind it. For example, yesterday's error was easy to tell that it was a bitrate problem, but this is like, it doesn't say poor network connection detected. How is that possible? I have a wired connection that's 500 megs. What is going on? What could it be? Frame rate, frames per second. This is again not going to be a very enjoyable stream for anybody watching because it's just going to turn into me trying to fix the problem again for the third day straight. Oh, I do have a viewer. Thank you for being here. Orda Edgar, thank you so much for being here. Hello to you. I don't think I'm going to be very entertaining today because I know you can't see what I'm looking at, but I'm looking at just a whole slew of errors on the platform that you're watching, but it's not telling me why. So this, instead of me building this Lego set, I'm probably going to be trying to figure this out, which is not going to be a fun stream. Maybe it is. I'm going to get probably sweaty and very uncomfortable. Well, one of them went back to excellent, so that's good news. Do I know why I went back to excellent? Which one went back to excellent? The vertical stream went back to excellent. The horizontal one still says poor, but that is where you came from, Edgar. Oh, man. What about Twitch? What if I just refresh Twitch? Will that do anything? Of course it wouldn't. Why would it do anything? That was just me being an optimist, which is kind of unlike me. I'm going to move that over here. And did I mess with Twitch's settings? I don't think I did. And it was working like a champ. Like an absolute champ the last few days. So the only thing I didn't have to worry about was that platform. But now I have to worry about this one too. Oh, you know what? I might have messed with the main setting and not ATOM. Output, streaming. Nope, I didn't mess with that. So what could it be? What could it be? I'm not too sure. But it still says live unstable. Should I just... it says I have 2 viewers in Twitch. If you are actual viewers and not bots, please let me know if it's like super laggy, because what I can see is it says it's unstable, but it's not giving me a reason. And my bitrate seems to be stable from what I'm looking at. And it's going to be hard for me, being the type of person I am, to concentrate on this Lego that I want to put together. I put 2 pieces together. It's right here. Very great looking pieces. But I want to figure this out. Twitch Inspector. Maybe I can do that. Authorize. I'm authorizing the Twitch Inspector. Unstable events, 2. There's only 2. Oh, but it's duration 5 minutes. But will it tell me what the unstable event was? Quality, number 1, bitrate, kilobytes per second. Your stream appears to be experiencing some networking or encoding issues. Please let us know what issues you are experiencing. So Twitch, if you're out there, 1 viewer, I lost a viewer. I understand. I'm a little bummed. Not because they left, because I would leave too, because this is not an enjoyable stream. I have to admit, you probably clicked on stable at 2500. But I'm supposed to be at like 6,000. Huh. I'm supposed to be at 6,000, so I'm at 2,500. That doesn't make much sense to me. Okay, what if I lower this down to 3,500? Because that is what it said it was stable at. It's probably not going to update right away. So I'm probably not going to know for a little while. Huh. There's like a bar on the Twitch Inspector that I wonder, oh man, the main canvas went back to poor too. Poor connection. I just don't understand this, guys. Am I biting off too much? Trying to bite off too much here? Enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So maybe I should try a lower bitrate for YouTube as well. But it literally said yesterday that it wanted 13.5. So I feel like that wouldn't make a lick of sense. Wouldn't make a lick of sense. Average bitrate. Okay. Okay. Does it want me to rescale? Well, that's disabled. So, Kick wanted me to rescale, but does Twitch? I'm gonna have to look it up. Twitch OBS settings, broadcasting guidelines. Hopefully that's what I want to click on. Redirecting you automatically. Encoding. Encoding can be taxing your system, will utilize a lot of your CPU, resulting in lower FPS. Alternatively, GPU utilizes... If you want to use X264, start with very fast presets and experiment with them. They don't talk about AMD, which is what I have. Talks about CBR and VBR. You may have noticed option constant bitrate. Twitch suggests that all broadcasters use CBR for several reasons. I'm not going to read any further then. Resolution refers to full HD resolution. Typically, streaming at a higher resolution like 1080p requires a higher bit rate, and a higher frame rate takes more encoding power if you have the bandwidth and encoding power. Okay, I think my canvas is... I know my canvas is definitely higher than 1080p, so maybe that's causing some of these issues. Because the one that is actually defaulting to 1080p is the one that's been excellent the most today. But that just seems super unlikely, because I feel like the biggest streamers definitely stream in higher definition than 1080p. Definitely. Other useful info. The maximum broadcast length is 48 hours. This cannot be changed. Okay. $6,000 frame rate, 60 very fast preset. No, that's not helpful, because that only talks about NVIDIA. Twitch OBS settings for AMD should be pretty much the same. It says 6,000 to 8,000, and that is exactly what I am. Set to 2, preframe to quality, profile to high, everything I have for best results. Okay, maybe I need this. I'm looking at it maybe a little bit incorrectly here. Maybe it's not a problem with that. Maybe it's a problem with my canvas. Maybe, right? It's a possibility. Outputs. So as of right now, how can I look at my canvas? Okay. The resolution for the vertical one, which is still, I think, showing excellent, is 1080p. Now, what about this one? General. Main canvas. Okay. I'm going to try it. Going down to 1080p. Don't really like it. However, that is what made Kick work. So maybe this will make the rest of it work as well. I'm hit okay. And see what that does, if anything. Twitch, going back to Twitch. Still says unstable. Going back to Twitch Inspector. Well, now actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to make sure. I'm going to go back to Twitch and making sure that it is at 6,000 because that's what it was working before. Configuration check, excellent. No recommended changes. Stable at 2,500, 9.6 minutes. Now it just went quality number 1 bitrate. Your stream appears to be experiencing some networking or encoding issues. What does this say now? Live unstable. It still says live unstable. This still says the same thing. What about this one? That one still says excellent. The vertical is hanging in there like a champ. Thank the Lord for that. Well, if that doesn't fix the problem, I really don't know what will. Because rescaling should just put a load on my CPU, not what is being received from these platforms, I would think. When was that error? It was at 11:25. Okay. But it still says poor. Serious issues. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What about Twitch Inspector? It says it's getting 30 frames per second. Quality number 1 is... But the configuration... It says it's stable here. But this still says unstable. What if I refresh it? Okay, now it says excellent. So I think I fixed Twitch. I have not fixed YouTube. So now I need to try to fix YouTube maybe? All right, why not? Let's give it a shot. Let's see if I can fix YouTube. That last error message was from 11:25. It's been about 20 minutes from them, but it still says streaming status is poor. The other one says excellent though. Streaming settings. That's a whole bunch of nothing there. What will... Going back to settings. Going to YouTube. Maybe I should lower that now that I went to rescaling. I think 9,800. Let's try that. Let's see what that does, if anything. I had a viewer in Twitch for a half a second. I understand that based off the title, you're not getting what you're expecting to get. I gotta get this dialed in before I start building, right? Connect to your encoder to start preview. I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna roll with it, and then I'm gonna start building again because I want to build at least a little bit before bed. Getting back to where I left off with, I left off right there. I need to find these pieces. And I believe those pieces are in this package. I think so. It's one of these two packages. I'm pretty sure it was this one, but now I'm not seeing it. I don't want to go opening packages willy-nilly, because that's how you lose pieces. Especially when you're using a desk that is not just meant for Legos. Lego Dark Magician. What happened to it? I know it was in here. Has to be in this one. Huh. What happened? Oh yeah, it's right there. Found it. I was expecting a smoother, like an arch, a smoother arch. I don't want to get all of them out. There, that's the one I'm looking for. I need two of them things. That's one. And that is a satisfying kerplunk. Snap into place. Now it's locked into place. Where's the other one? Okay, I might have to dump this out. Regretfully. I'm gonna have to dump this out. Uh-oh, that's why I didn't want to. One already fell off the table. I'm gonna put that on the floor and deal with that at a later time and look for this second one. You wouldn't think it's that hard. There it is. I wouldn't have thought that was that hard to find, but geez Louise, I'm having a hard time with this. I am a bit flustered because I am... Oh, it went back to excellent. Thank the Lord it went back to excellent. Now I can actually focus on this Lego. Come on now. That was great. So I'm going to take that as I figured it out. Now I guess the trick is going to be, just like if there's an error on Twitch or YouTube that didn't stop the stream, to just let it ride. Because I did a whole lot of nothing in that 30 minutes. But now that I'm actually doing something, it started to work again. Okay, so now this is a little... Okay, I think this wants to go there. Has to be... Right? No, it's not what it wants. It wants two of those pieces right there. Man, this is going to be a hard one. I think this is one of them. Where is the second one? Is it a double-sided one that it wants? It wants a double... Oh, there it is. It wants two double-sided ones. So one right here. And one right there. I'm pretty positive of that fact. Come on, snap into place. There we go. And it wants a little circular doodad. Okay, so it wants to be positioned like this. It wants this here. And it to go like that. Okay, that makes sense. And this is probably... No. Is it what it wants? No, I don't think it wants that. I'm looking for a less round piece to put there. And here's some more pieces that you guys can't see off screen at the moment. There is Dark Magician's like shoulder piece. It's Dark Magician's insane armor. It's headpiece right there. But now I'm looking for a round but not spherical piece. Do I have to open yet another bag? I'm hoping not to, because that's going to get pretty messy. It's not this, but that's closer. And it's dark, not a light purple. Oh, this almost fell off. There we go. Definitely in here. It is definitely in here. There's a little bit of like texture on the piece that it wants me to put in there. I'm not sure exactly what that texture is at the moment, but hopefully it's going to be self-explanatory once I see it. All right. Now it's all out of the bag. Let's see if I can find what I need to put on there. These are like rubber caps. How am I gonna fit this to a Lego? It's like, can you guys see that? It's like a rubber piece, but I don't see how that's gonna click into anything. Oh, still showing excellent. Okay, this is a good sign, because everything is showing excellent at the moment. I could try to go back live on Kick, but I feel like that's asking for trouble. I really want to do it though. But maybe I'll let this ride out for a moment longer to make sure it's stable. And man, these little white pieces and all these little... I shouldn't have opened this one. I should have kept it in the bag. But what does it want me to put there? Let me look at it in person. Huh. Maybe one of these? But it's textured there. Let's see if I get a clue from the next page. Do I get a clue? No, I don't think I get a clue. Maybe it's meant a rubber piece is meant for this, because it kind of looks like it's meant to go in this recess. I think I'm gonna have to bust out the translation. Need to translate this Chinese. Let's see what it says. I'm gonna find Chinese to English. This step of assembly requires identification that the concave side of the accessory is facing up. The only thing that narrows it down is that I gotta make sure that there's it's whatever piece I decide to put in there is concaved. And these little guys are the only ones that are concaved. However, oh, maybe that acts like the labrum. Because clearly this is a ball and socket joint. So it must act like a labrum kind of. I'm going with it. That logic tracks in my mind. Yeah, for sure. That rubber piece is a labrum. And that's actually pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool if you ask me. Okay, so that piece I just showed you, I was like, how is this going to pop in together? Into a Lego piece. And there's a recess there. And it's concave just enough. So for like this ball and socket joint that I'm assuming is going to be, this rubber piece is going to act like a labrum to kind of suck that ball and socket joint and make it not move around. At least that's what I'm thinking. Now I need 4 of the single pieces like this. I need 4 of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm gonna put them all like this, like that, like this. And hopefully I'm doing a good enough job of like positioning the pieces in a manner in which that you can see what I'm doing, because I'm so distracted by the stream health of what I'm doing that I'm probably neglecting every other aspect of the stream to make it enjoyable for anyone that potentially might come across me. There we go. That's part 1. In the second part, I'm looking for another one of those double-sided pieces, and that goes on top like this. Boom. Even though it doesn't look very dark in this room, the reason why I have to like pick up the page is because I set the camera ISOs, which is basically how sensitive it is to light, pretty low. Because one of the myriad of problems I've experienced while setting up the stream for the last few days is the lights that I have right there just decided to stop working, and I haven't been able to buy any new ones yet. I definitely need to, because this is only a quick band-aid solution. All right, now I'm looking for a purple archway, and I believe I should have those readily available because I found them when I was looking for. Yep, right there. There's one of them. How many do I need? I need one. I need one of them doohickeys that has like 2 eyeballs that goes down a little bit. Still in the dark purple. Like this one. I believe that's what it's calling for. No, it's not calling for this one, but one like it. I don't have that one. Oh, here it is. This is what it's calling for. Need one of those. 2 of the poorly drawn cartoon feet looking things. If you don't know what I'm referring to, I'm going to show you once I find it. I rarely do Legos. I usually do them like once a year because for some reason my sister likes buying them for me for Christmas and whatnot. So this is what I was referring to for the poorly drawn cartoon feet. Like every one looks like that. But anyways, need 2 of them. 2 of them dangs. Where's the second one? Man, this is way harder to find than I remember. At this point, I was blaming it on being flustered, but at this point I should. It's not just that. It's me being a bum, apparently. Jeez Louise, did I drop one? Here's one in the incorrect color. I need the darker purple color for this. Oh, there it is. It was turned upside down. So that is my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. And I need one of these. So what do? Have it positioned like this. Have the feet go like so. Yep. And like this. Like this. And then put the eyeball buggers down like so. And then stack these 2 like this. And pop them down over here. Boom. It's starting to look like something, right? Non-existent chat. All right, so now I need to find a weird-looking piece I have no descriptor for. Can't say anything charming about that piece, except maybe it needs to go on a diet. It's supposed to be a singleton piece, but it's like triple wide. I need the one that needs to go on a diet. I need an archway like a these. I need 2 singletons like that. One of them's like that. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. It's taking a little bit less time. And then one without one. All right. So let's see. It needs to be faced like this. Like this. I need to put this down like so. Let me build it first. It wants me to build it first, and that's what I shall do. Need to stack them 2 high right here on the top rung. And then this goes so it kind of like bounces out. And this at the top here. So it makes a little bit of a piece like that. A little bit of a space at the top one. I don't really like that. My OCD's kind of kicking in right there. And now I'm positioning it like this. Is that how I should be doing it? And then going like this. So it's right above the hole there. Moving on to step 6. I'm looking for these balls, finally. 1 and 2. And then a couple gear little looking things like this and this. Hopefully this is what it's referring to. Looks wide enough. Yeah, it looks fairly thin. And I need 2 of these rods. I believe this is what it's calling for. So I'm going to slide one in like this. All right, so now that's locked into place. And then put a little gear. Not sure what kind of gear this is, but I'm gonna put that on there like that. And then do the same thing for the second one. It's kind of ironic that the first time I'm actually building something is that like the first time I got like a couple viewers, I was flabbergasted. And the second time, even with a bunch of streaming mess ups, I was had a couple of viewers. Now it's actually I'm cooking with gas with this Lego set, and nobody wants to watch me. Which this is how I expected it to be. I didn't expect to get a single viewer, but the first couple filled me with false confidence. All right, so now it's looking like a D-list Star Wars droid. But now I think we're putting that to the side. And we're going to start with a 3x3 looking like this. I need two of them. The one was pretty easy to find. And the second one was easy to find. And two sets of like hoods. There we go. Both pretty easy to find. Stack these two on top of each other. And then go boom, boom. I wonder how many streams it's going to take to put together. I have literally no idea. But I am loving the fact that all three of you guys are saying excellent right now. So thanks so much for that. Uh-oh. These hoods are bigger than this piece. Do I have multiple of these hoods just in a smaller size? Ah. Nope, there's supposed to be a gap. Should have just looked ahead. All right. Going like that. So next piece, I need two of those that I picked up incorrectly that one time. Where'd it go? This one? Yep, that one. I need another one of those. There it is. Actually, no, that's not correct. It just looks like it. Once again, that is a fooler. Likes to fake me out. What in the world? There's another one. Come on. Don't hide from your papa. Show yourself. What are you, too good for your home? There we go. It was just in a different bag, weirdly enough. Alright, so I need two of those, and then four of those little white things. 2, 3, 4. All right, so now it needs to go in the middle. So it needs to be positioned like this. How does that work? Oh, these little things turn these pieces into a double-sided Lego piece. That's ingenuity, I suppose, but why wouldn't you just make the piece like this to begin with? It's kind of silly. So I have to build my own brick. I've never seen this before. Have you seen this before? It's kind of silly. And it's finicky. No points for Hufflepuff, that's for sure. Man, that is really finicky. Get into your home. Are you too good for your home? Yeah, I do not like that. You should have just made the brick how it was supposed to be, you jabronis. What if? Is there an easier way to do it? Maybe like this? On the edge of the book? Let me try it this way. My fingers are a little bit too big to make this work. Come on. You show me the money. Didn't work. Not at all. Man, this is finicky. Need some tweezers. Do people that do this a lot, do they have I feel like they have tweezers. They must have tweezers, or else their fingers are gonna like get arthritis. Come on. Come on. think I almost got it. It's because in the middle of this brick, there's like a thing stopping it. Man, this brick is finicky. Come on. But a little... Oh, someone's here. What in the world? I did not know someone was here. Not tweezers, but a little separate... Oh, I have one of those. This non-Lego company gave me one of them. So that's cool, but it doesn't help. Have you ever seen this? Where it's like they're making me build a brick. It wanted this brick to be double-sided, and it's making me put these little white things to make it double-sided brick to put in here. Why wouldn't they just make the brick how it was supposed to be? Have you ever seen that before? I have never. Bewildering to me. Rex Carsa. Have you ever seen that before? Thanks for being here, by the way. That's exciting. I have someone... Oh, man, that's awesome. I did not know someone was in here. That's super cool. Come on. Yeah, that's knockoff stuff. But I will say, 100% knockoff stuff. I got this for Christmas. But check this out. First of all, came with this like metallic card. Can you see this? And to show that more knockoff stuff, it's supposed to say Born to Play up here. It says, you probably can't see that because of the lighting in here. It says Brawn to Play, which I think is funny. However, the picture on it is super cool. And check out this box. Well, first of all, here's the box sleeve. Looks pretty cool, right? So even though it's a knockoff, it seems pretty decent. But this is where I was like blown away. And the box has seen better days. Kind of messed up. But it's a really cool picture of the Dark Magician arts. And then check this out. There was like a pop-up Hallmark card when you open it. So it's like this, and then it opens up to the Dark Magician that you're building, attacking, and then in the background here, another metallic picture of the Dark Magician. So yes, 100% knockoff, but it's still pretty cool. I was not expecting it. Yeah, normal Dark Magician. Super cool, and this is what it's going to look like eventually once I'm done. And I was like, wow, I was expecting it to be a lot chintzier. And this has taken me a while. So for sure there's, pros and cons. But pretty cool. Because I don't think there's actually an official Lego that's Dark Magician. There should be. Or not Dark Magician, Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. That would be cool. Oh, I got it in. Finally. I feel like that was the power of you being here. So thank you for giving me the motivation to put that little freaking thing in here. I guess it's kind of creative on their part to like add pieces to make you make the pieces yourself. There, I got both of them in. The only thing I could think of is to hold it against the table. I tried that already, but it wasn't working. But I did finally get the first one. Now I gotta do it once again because it requires it on both sides. I did try that table thing. It's a great idea. However, it wasn't working either. So I feel like I'm just stuck with me trying to get lucky with my... There we go. I think I got the hang of it. Boom. 3 out of the 4 done. Come on now. Almost got it. Got cocky. Thought I got the hang of it. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. Got some more errors. Dang it. It was going so good for quite a while, and now I get some more errors. But is it telling me what kind of errors I'm receiving? No. I can't do anything with that. I think I'm just going to keep building and hope for the best again. Uh-oh. That could have been worse. Just dropped a little bit. Saw it where it went, though. Got lucky with those 3. Oh, almost had it. Come on. Come on. Almost had it. Jeez Louise. Poor error again. What could be the cause of it? Because nothing's changed. Oh well. Just gonna keep trying to get this thing in here. When they made this, I wonder if there was any like sort of testing that was done before they were like, yep, it's good enough. Because they couldn't have done this themselves and been like, yeah, that works great. But I got it. Finally. All right, so it goes like this and then like this right in the middle of both sides. Hopefully, actually, I know I'm going to have to do that again because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more of those white things. Just what I have on the table, and there's still some stuff on the ground. But I'm moving on. Now I need to find one of the ones with the hole in it, which is right here. I need a double-sided one like these. I need one of those. And then 2 single squares. But ones with holes in it for some reason. Where did those go? There's one of them. And there's another one. All right, that didn't take too long. This one goes like... Does it want it at the... It wants it like this. Got it. Boom. And it wants the single squares at the end here to fill the gap. And then it wants that to be behind it. So boom, there we go. The only thing, 2 viewers. Still says 4. Oh, that one went back to excellent. So maybe it will just fix itself. That's what I'm hoping for. Because at this point, there's nothing I can do. I want to keep building. I don't want to mess around with that any longer. Because I don't think I was doing it any good. Check this out. If you're still here, Rex, in here, right there. So there's like this ball and socket joint. I think I'm going to make it again right here. But there's a ball and socket joint. And they came with these little like rubber pieces. And I was like, how are these going to go into this Lego piece? How is it going to snap? But there's like a recess in these ball and socket joints that's acting like a labrum that's like going to suck the ball and socket joint in. So it like moves around like a labrum does in your shoulder. I think that's super neat. I've never seen that before. But obviously, I'm not a Lego expert, so it probably exists. Probably exists, but I still think that's pretty cool. All right, so this goes like this. Okay, I'm just going to find the pieces first. I did not see that old school looking dump. Oh, it's right here. I did not notice that first. I need a double-sided 2-piece. 2-piece chicken nugget. Where? Oh, there? Yep. Right there. And another labrum. That is what I'm calling it. I'm not sure if that's a common term for people. People might be confused by that, but hopefully y'all understand. And it goes... Okay, how does it want me to put this? I'm going to put the labrum in there first because that's the only thing that I can see clearly. And then it wants this to go here. I know that for a fact. And then it wants this one to go here. And then it wants this ball and socket joint to be going into the labrum. Finally. Pop that sucker in here. Did I put that? That didn't look like... Are these the same size? I didn't feel too like... That didn't fill me with the most confidence. Unfortunately. Error. I'm still getting an error on the horizontal on YouTube. But excellent is shown... for YouTube. Alright, I'm just gonna roll with it. But that did not fill me with very much confidence the way that popped in there. It's like stretching it out. Do I have a second one of these? I don't think I do. I do not think I do. But that literally feels like it's not breaking, but like not far off. Not far off at all. Let's see if I have it in another bag. It clearly is this piece. So I think I'm just gonna have to roll with it. Does not fill me with the most confidence though, but it does move around. I'm just gonna hope for the best. Leave it how it is. Moving on to the next step. All right, I'm looking for a tall one, another tall one, some more of those. I need 2 of them. So where is that second one? There it is. Looking for a weird piece. Have no descriptor for that one. Except maybe a hinge. Is that gonna be like a hinge? Like that? Need one of those. And then a janky Lego hand looking thing. Definitely is not meant to be a hand, but kind of reminded me one. So that's what I'm going with. All right, so I want it to be like this. 2 on the end over here and here. That was a satisfying click. Put that like this. Boom. Oh, I needed 2 of them hands. Where is that second hand? There it is. So pop that in there like so. No satisfying noise for that one. And then this one goes on top like a so. Satisfying noise? No. No satisfying noise, unfortunately. And I think that's all for this page. Going to this page now. I usually don't like following instructions for things in life, but I feel like it's unavoidable for Lego. Like you have to do it. I've never heard of anyone doing it without the instructions. Have you? It's not this one. It needs to be a darker color, but it doesn't look like that piece has holes on the top. It looks like those holes are filled in. Also need 2 of them. So where is that? Oh, there it is. Looks like there's only ones I have. Well, so it must be 1 and then 2 single squares. Again, if it's looking like I have literally no eyesight, it's actually a lot darker in here than it appears on my camera. I had to turn the ISO way up. So it's like, seems light, but it's not very light in here, unfortunately. My cameras broke the first day. I mean, not my camera, my lighting like broke the first day I tried to do this. And I have not been able to buy replacements, unfortunately. But this works as a band-aid. There we go. 2 on top, 2 on the sides. Boom. Like my sister got this for me for Christmas, by the way. And like 2 years ago, I got her a Lego in exchange because she got me a Pikachu for my birthday or whatever. It was like a Pikachu Lego set I put together. And to return the favor, I got her a really cool like Pirates of the Caribbean ship. She never even put it together. And it's been years. Unbelievable. And then this one goes in between the 2 like so. Nice. That was a satisfying click. And now I'm looking for the archway, a keychain looking Lego piece. All right, let's find that archway. I think it's just this one. That one, the other one should be pretty easy to find. Yes, it is. And then another one of those. I think it's just one of these. And then a joint, a moving joint. I think it's just this. Even though this looks a lot smaller than the one it's referring to. But I think that's it. So now it goes like this. And I need to put that archway on the last rung here. I think it's going to click into place. No click. No click, but it was worth a shot. And now I need a... What the heck? Oh, missed a step. Silly me. Silly me. And I think I just lost one on my lap, and I did. My bad. I skipped a step. I've skipped this part right there. it wants me to do this. Put that there and put that on top here. Put this little double-sided joint in the hole. Get in your home, son. Little bit of inward pressure. Nope. Let's try the other side. Come on, inward pressure. There we go. It snaps into place without the snap. I'm going to put this on first and then put this on second. Like this. Oh, that was a satisfying snap. Hopefully you heard that. And what happened to that piece? Oh, it's already on there. Already put it on there. Cool. All right, the next one I need is this guy. A 3x1. I need two 3x1s. I need a flat 2x1. And a little arch, and I believe it's calling for this one right here. So it wants it to be positioned like this. The 3x1s, let's not make a mistake this time. I believe it wants me to put this one first. Like so. No satisfying noise this time. And then it wants me to put... It wants me to put these 3x1s on 2x1s and leaving a gap. That doesn't seem very structurally sound. Definitely not up to earthquake code, that's for certain. And it wants me to put stuff on the side here. Boom, there we go. It wants me to do that. The next one is another archway. A L joint. Two L joints, easy to find. Now I'm cooking with peanut oil, another flat guy, and another archway. So now I need it to be looking like these. Put these two on this side this time. Oh, that was a nice sound. What about this one? Come on. Pop. Nope. No siree, Bob. Not today. This one has potential. Not very good. And then... what in the world? Does it not want this piece here? Did I? It's acting as though it wants me to put this L here, but there's no way because there'd be a gap. However, I thought that it wanted me to... Huh. Oh, it wanted me to put this behind it. So I made a mistake. And now this is a time for, we discussed, one of these. So I might have to actually take this piece off. Oh, no. Okay. That wasn't that bad. Oh my gosh, this is way more fragile than I was expecting. This was a disaster. Oh my god. Oh, I got this separated though. Oh no. A disaster in the making. Don't get too far gone. Something dropped in my lap. This dropped in my lap. Shoot. Where did this go? It went here. Had to have. Yep, went there. This piece was... I knew it. The reason why that happened was the non-structurally sound 3x1s on the 2x1s. I knew it. That was foreshadowing, but I did lose that 2x1. The roundish 2x1. Where did it go? Oh, right here on my separator tool. Another fortuitous moment. Almost need another separator tool for my separator tool. That 2x1 was supposed to go here. There, that makes more sense. And now these go here. A silly mistake that could have been avoided but we're back. There we go. So now these two pieces go together somehow. All right, so like this and like this. It looks like it wants it to be like this. All right. Boom. I don't know what this is going to be too, but we got it. But we got it, that's for sure. We got something. You know, this looks like... That looks like a face right there. You see that face? Two eyes, mouth, nose. All right, moving on. Uh-oh, more white pieces. Hate to see it. And we're moving on to a different color now. So we want this piece right here. A flat diamond like this. And then we want two white pieces going along this edge, this left edge. That's what we want. Oh, that one wasn't so bad. I feel like the bigger pieces might not be so hard to do these white little doodads. Yep, that wasn't so bad. All right, boom. We got that all sorted. That was a very easy step. Now we're looking for a step ladder of a Lego piece, and that is clearly this one with a 2x1, which looks like... Is that a thin 2x1? I got a very thin 2x1 right here. But it looks like just one of these, double-sided, yep. Looking for a dropped one like this without a top. Yep, we're looking for one of those. Another flat top, 1x1, which is right here. And we're looking, that looks like another labrum. So right here. All right, let's start with the labrum. Pop that labrum in there right there. Now I'm, oh shoot. Did I put the wrong color labrum in the last piece that called for it? I don't recall. I think I might have put the wrong colored labrum in that piece right here. But I don't think I did. I'm going to roll with it. If I did, it's going to have a wrong colored labrum. And so be it. So be it, I say. All right, so this one goes... It wants me to use this and this to put on here. Boom, that was a satisfying sound. Hopefully you heard that. What about this one? That was satisfying as well. Boom. Onto this piece. And now this piece is going right up on this piece like this. Boom. And now we're taking this piece in this manner. In this manner. Like this. And this piece in this manner. Like this. Like that. That was kind of complicated, but here we are. We got it. Boom. Now we're really cooking. It wants another diamond, and here it is. Another badly drawn cartoon foot right there. A double-sided 2x1. And there it is. Oh, I'm finding these fast now. Did I just jinx myself? No, because I got it. Boom. Boom. Got another one. And then another white one. So I got to build another double-sided piece. Shame on them, but this one doesn't look like it's going to be super hard to build. Come on. Yep, got it easy. Go easy right there, mate. Gonna put that here. Satisfying sound. Come on, click into play. Nope, not very satisfying. And then this one, what is it? That's kind of weird. All right, so this wants to be on the left side of the foot here. And then it wants this foot to go on the 2-piece with one hanging off, like a toe hanging off here. And then it wants it like that to go back to this. Okay. And it wants it to go like this. Satisfying sound? No. No satisfying sound. Almost though. And it wants this other diamond piece to be positioned like this. Here. That was actually kind of complicated, but we got it. Boom. That's what it looks like. Moving on to the next step. We want a 2x1 with 2 hanging down. A badly drawn cartoon foot, which is here. A normal 2x1, which is here. And then a little dangle dongle. Dangle dongle, dangle dongle, dangle dongle. Here. Boom. Boom. That one was easy. That step was quite easy so far, but no satisfying clicky clack. We get that in there. Boom. And then boom. That was a quick step. We're really cooking now. Boom. Moving on. Oh, that was his. We're building his leg. I didn't even realize we were building a leg. That's cool. All right, we need a 4x2 right here. We need a little awning piece, which I believe this is it. This might be a little too thin, but I think it's that one. We need a flat diamond. And we need... I don't know what we need. It's kind of a weird one. Like a... I think it might be... Might be this one. I can't see any... Oh, no, it's definitely this one. For sure it's this one. And I mean 2 of them. And here are 2 of them. All right, that's what we need. For sure. All right, we're taking what we were just working on. We're putting the 2x4 on top. Oh, is it gonna be a good sound? Come on, give me a good sound. Ah, not that good. Not that good of a sound, but we tried our best. Moving on to the next piece of the puzzle, the pie. We want to put this here, right there. Oh, this is gonna sound good, I think. Nope, I totally lied. But I tried. We want this piece. What in the world? I'm missing a piece. What am I missing there? No, I'm not. Yes, I am. What am I missing there? Shoot. Am I stupid or what? I'm definitely missing something. Oh, shoot. I'm missing something. Hi, bye. Catch you later. Happy New Year. I'm off the bed since it's really late my time. Thanks for being here. Sup, mate? How are you doing? Dark Magician. He is a legend. I'm so sorry I missed this. Thanks for chilling, Ringbolt. I agree. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry I missed you. Hero raid. I got a raid? What in the world's going on? I look down, and what a time for a raid is because I totally messed this up, and now I have to figure my mess up, and so all these people that are in here are going to think I'm a big idiot. That's okay. Nobody's perfect. And now I dropped it because now I'm flustered. I dropped something, now I'm flustered. Son of a gun. All right. Composure. Thank you for being here. That Ringbolt, thank you for being here as long as you were. So much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for anyone that is being here. 6 viewers. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Every 13 Jesus hero raid. Thank you, every 13 Jesus. Jesus, maybe. Dang, man. I looked down for half a minute. I missed all this stuff. Thanks, everyone, for being here. If I missed someone, I'm sorry. Just type something else in. I'll try to get back to you. But what am I doing wrong here? Definitely missed something, and I dropped something I'm going to find after the stream because I don't want to waste any more time. Okay, going back to this part. I must have... Okay, no, there's a gap there for sure. There is definitely a gap there. Huh. How do I fill that gap? Jeez Louise. I don't think that's causing the issue there. Maybe this? Oh, there it is. Wow, I'm an idiot. Quite silly of me to miss that. But what about there? How does that go there? It wants two pieces like this. No, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. But now that I'm paying attention, no one's shouting. Dang it. I missed my opportunity, I feel like. I think you're dropping some frames, man. Oh, man. Shoot. This is literally like my first legit stream. Everyone's fave hero. Thanks for being here, by the way. So, like, thanks for telling me that I'm dropping frames. But to be honest with you, I don't know how to fix it. I have the Twitch inspector pulled up, but it doesn't really tell me anything. Because, like, right now I'm looking at the Twitch inspector, and it says stable. Everything says stable. And I looked up settings. I changed my bitrate around. If anyone in the chat has any idea of what I'm missing, please let me know, because I'm more than all ears. Because I try to mess around with my bitrate in OBS. Try to look up what Twitch likes my bitrate to be. I changed it to that, changed it back. I try to change my scaling. And I don't know. Am I still dropping frames? It's part of the Lego journey. Dropping frames. I dropped some pieces, so it makes sense I'm dropping frames too. Jeez Louise. But what goes here? I'm getting flustered. Jeez. I know for a fact this goes here. Has to be. But it looks like there's pieces. They can't just have pieces hanging off. Can there be? Surely it's not that janky. Okay, I'm 100% certain that I wanted it there, but there's still a gap in that picture. This is janky. This is a knockoff. What brand is this? It's called... I got this for Christmas. It's called Area X. Knockoff Lego, but I don't think Lego has any Yu-Gi-Oh crossover. I got this from my sister for Christmas, but check this out. It came with this metallic Dark Magician card, and it says Brawn to play. Instead of born to play, I'm brawn to play. I think it looks cool though. Maybe you can see it better in that camera. Very cool looking Dark Magician, but check this out. Here's like the box sleeve. A very great, this is what it's going to look like. A very great looking Dark Magician. But here's the real kicker. The actual box is this. Again, more great art of Dark Magician. And then inside it's like a Hallmark card pop out. Check that out. It's like you open the box and then it pops out at you. I was blown away when I opened this. I was expecting some jank, to be honest with you. Some knockoff jank. But, and this is where, on the bottom here, that's where the metallic card, and then a metallic Dark Magician picture right there. Everything looks super cool. But it's like you use these white pieces right here, you can hardly see them, to like make your own double-sided pieces when they were too lazy to make their pieces double-sided when it was needed. Ah! Well, now that I took a break, maybe I should find that one piece that I dropped. No, I feel like that went under my PC, so that would be... I'm not going to get that right now. I'm going to figure out this. It wants it to be positioned like this, and it wants all the holes to be covered. But at the same time, oh, it wants the diamond to be hanging off like this. Okay. That's not last time this happened, I was like, this is not structurally sound. It wasn't, and then it like burst into pieces like 3 seconds later because I wasn't paying too much attention to it, but I was right. So hopefully I'm not going to make that same mistake twice. Now it wants this, and then this one wants to go here. And then this one, another curve piece, top left for some reason. Whatever. But that one kind of looks a little bit curved. I'm gonna go with this. I think this is what it wants. All good, man. We glad you could come to the Lego brick building category. Thank you so much. Everyone, I couldn't believe it. I looked up and I did not expect to have anybody here. So the fact that you're here, everyone's favorite hero, and other people, my mind is blown. I did not expect anyone to be here. I was just trying to I don't know, this is my journey of putting myself on the internet, which makes me feel uncomfortable. So I'm trying something new, trying to grow from it. So the fact that people are actually watching is freaking awesome. All right, moving on to the next step. I'm looking for a square piece, this one. I'm looking for, not this one. I need a flatter one. Where is that flatter one? I think I want this one. I want another curved piece there, and I want another one of those. So 2 curved pieces and a flat one. So where is that second curved piece? Don't tell me that's the one I dropped. If it's the one I dropped, that would be devastating. That would be devastating indeed. Nope. Oh, wait. Okay, doesn't this piece look more like this piece than a curved piece? But it doesn't call for it. Maybe it does. I'm going for it. You might look into nesting your scenes on OBS. Might help, but yeah, you a bit choppy, man, and checking out what your CPU can handle. My CPU is actually doing pretty good with all, like, for example, I have a bunch of tabs open for it because it's being streamed to YouTube and Twitch. And I was trying to kick, but kick is nonsense. I got it to work today, but I feel like it was sabotaging the rest of them. So I kick out. But nesting the scenes in OBS, I'm not sure I have the prowess to do that while streaming, because I feel like something will go horribly awry. But I do think, what I think the issue might be is my canvas is set to 1440, I think. Either 1440 or 2160 or whatever 4K is. And I think Twitch only receives 1080p, which was a surprising fact to me. I thought for sure it received higher than that. So I turned scaling on, which fixed the issue for Kick. I was hoping it would fix the issue. And actually, Twitch has been super rock solid for me up until now. And of course, it just so happens to be the only time people came in is when I started having issues. I know I probably sound like I'm talking out the left side of my face here, but okay, let me go into settings here. Let me go into settings. Go into Twitch. I think I'm about to figure this out offline, to be honest. If I try to fix it, I risk making it worse, I think, because I'm still brand new to it. Like I said, this is literally like my first time. Hopefully it's not so bad that it's like making you have to get off. Okay, that for sure goes there. That for sure goes there. So that means that this piece doesn't go there. It's looking for a more right-angled piece. I don't think it's this one because it's calling for two of the same. So I'm looking for a right-angled piece like this. All right, so I wanted this here for sure. If not, it is leading me astray. So now it wants this on top here. It wants the two rounded edges on this here. Any clicks? Boom, no click. No click today. And then another rounded piece here. I'm pretty tired. I got work in the morning, but reach out to me. I might be able to help you. Dude, that would be awesome. But you are reading these messages like minutes after I send them. That's actually great information. Because